The Mystery of the Whispering Forest. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall, dark trees, there lived a curious boy named Sami. Everyone in the village warned him never to go into the Whispering Forest after sunset. They said the trees whispered secrets at night, and sometimes they whispered names. But Sami didn't believe in scary stories. "I'm not afraid of trees," he laughed. "They don't even have mouths." One evening, as the sun dipped below the hills and the sky turned orange, Sammy saw something strange, a glowing light deep inside the forest. It flickered like a lantern, moving slowly between the trees. He grabbed his flashlight and said, "I'll find out what that light is. Maybe it's treasure." As he stepped into the forest, the air grew colder. The wind blew through the branches, and he heard it. "Sami!" He froze. "Who's there?" he whispered. Only the trees answered with soft rustling. He kept walking, following the light. It led him to an old wooden cabin covered in vines. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, a candle burned on a table, and beside it lay a tiny wooden box. On the box, carved in crooked letters, was his name, Sami. He opened it slowly. Inside was a mirror, small, round, and old. But when he looked inside, his reflection smiled back, even though he wasn't smiling. Sammy dropped the mirror and ran. The forest whispered louder now, calling his name over and over. He tripped, fell, and covered his ears. Then, suddenly, everything went silent. The forest froze, the whispering stopped. And in the distance, Sammy saw the glowing light again, but this time it floated toward him. It wasn't a lantern, it was a firefly, the biggest he had ever seen. It circled him gently, guiding him back to the edge of the forest. When he turned around, the cabin was gone. The forest was quiet again. He ran home, panting, and told his grandmother what had happened. She smiled softly. "The whispering forest only calls the brave," she said, "and you, Sammy, have been chosen to hear its secrets." That night, Sammy placed the little mirror, which had somehow followed him home, under his bed. Sometimes, when the wind blows, he still hears it whisper. Thank you for listening.